Hey, Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have had a great Christmas yesterday. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me on my live. And I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Hey, I'm just taking me a 30-minute break. And yeah, you guys saw the title correctly. And you're probably thinking, hey, well, be real. You know, I've never really heard you really say anything positive about Litfarms. I thought you don't promote Litfarms. I thought you don't like Litfarms, you know? And you know what? First of all, I'm not a hater per se. I do have my preferences and I do have my experiences. And also I have heard from other people from their experiences, okay? So first of all, I just want to let you know that I have bought from Litfarms before. I've actually ordered from them, let's say, I've had 3 different strains from them before, okay? And so the 3 strains that I got were all Supreme strains. And I was actually pretty impressed with it. So the first one I tried was the Lit OG, okay? And the Lit OG was amazing. It was just everything that I remembered, you know, liking about piney and gassy strains. It was right up my alley. I really enjoyed it, but I did notice it was a little bit harsh and it didn't quite burn correctly. I did notice that. I thought that was a little bit odd, but I love the flavor. I love the effect. Now, this was this past summer, not too long ago, okay? And then so I followed up and I had a discount. And so I went ahead and ordered 2 more Supreme strains, okay? Now this is maybe like a month later or something. And so I ended up getting the ice cream cake runts, I believe is what it's called, ice cream runts. And also I got the bath salts, both in Supreme 8s in the jar. And you guys have seen me use those jars to store my other flour with. I've actually displayed both of those strains on my Instagram when I first started my Instagram. Beautiful flour. Guys, when I saw that, you know, that reminds me of what I think about when I think about recreational flour. If you go to a rec store, like really beautiful, all the same generic looking buds, but very beautiful buds. You know, obviously they're not organic, right? So they're all the same exact size, same shape, everything, but they look beautiful, great effects, good flavor. I really, really like the bath salts as well. So the Lit OG, I really like the flavor the most. I think the bath salts was my favorite of the 3. And I like the ice cream runts, but it didn't have extreme effects. I like the flavor though. So all 3 were pretty good. I wasn't upset with either one of them. So, you know, as time goes by, I start hearing about people having negative experiences. They're talking about the quality and how they were having issues, so they ended up getting tier systems, right? Now, I do want to say, when I got those last 2 Supreme 8s, it took 8 days. 8 days to get my order. I was like, whoa. So that was a negative experience in my eyes. I thought 8 days was a little bit long, considering you had to pay for the shipping on top of that. But, you know, that's not a huge deal. It was just a small thing. But, you know, as time goes by, I found better options. And, you know, I was already finding better options. But as time goes by, Litfarms supposedly has been making a turnaround. And guys, you know, I'm a person who's made a lot of mistakes in my life. I'm not perfect by any means. And I have been given a second chance over and over in my life. And I was able to rebuild and, you know, correct your mistakes and learn from your mistakes, and you rebuild your life and you move forward and you grow. And so I'm somebody who understands what a second chance means and how important it is to have a second chance. And I believe in giving second chances, okay? And so after I heard that Litfarms has made a good turnaround, they came out with these holiday specials. And even before that, they were coming out with these really good deals. We're talking like $40, $50, $60 essential ounces. Now, the way the tiers work is essential is the most basic bottom tier, okay? Okay, then you're gonna have your mid tier as your preferred. I believe that's the right word for it. Preferred is your middle tier. And then your top tier is gonna be the Supreme. So that's gonna be your top shelf. It's gonna be the pretty buds. It's gonna be the best ones that you expect when you're thinking of top shelf. When you go to a dispensary, that's gonna be your Supreme. And so that's my experience so far. And then you have like these preferred are going to be between like 69, 89 to $100 ounces, which is still a pretty good deal. And so I believe I've tried a preferred, but I've never tried an essential. Now guys, essential is going to be their bottom tier. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad tier. It just means that it's their budget tier, right? So I was thinking, well, I have a real, I really like that top tier, the top shelf quality stuff. So I'm not sure if essential is for me. But I have seen multiple reviews on many strains from various not platforms, but across YouTube by various influencers and creators. Some of them my friends, and they were actually impressed with it. And so I said, you know what? I got an email because I used to buy from Lit. I didn't say I'd never bought from Lit. I have. So I got my email that I think it was just a couple days before Christmas, and they had that holiday sale. And you guys, if you bought from Litfarms before, or if you're on their email, you probably saw it where they were advertising $39.99 an ounce. And I'm like, man, come on, y'all. $39.99 for an ounce? Now, guys, at that point, I was very, very curious, and I thought, what the heck? What the heck, right? This is Lit's opportunity to redeem themselves in my eyes, and if you can at least show me a decent product for 40 bucks for an ounce, then hey, I'm going to give you guys another shot. So that's what I did. I went ahead and took the plunge, and I ordered the $40 ounce of Crotch Rocket Essentials from Litfarms. Guys, so this is my first time buying an ounce from Litfarms. And although I have seen this pattern multiple times on videos, I've never received this bag because I've never bought an ounce from them. Only the Supreme 8s in the jar. By the way, their jars are out of this world. So guys, this is a very beautiful bag. You guys have probably seen them before. It kind of reminds me of like a Louis Vuitton type of emblems, but it's very colorful. Flickers off the light. I like it. So I know you guys don't really care about the bag, but what do we care about is what's inside the bag. So this is going to be the Essential Crotch Rocket Ounce by Litfarms. Now, what is Crotch Rocket? So I actually had to do my research. I did not do the research off of Litfarms. What's up, Potion Guy? Welcome to the live. And guys, if you're just now joining, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps. And if you're not subscribed, guys, we're only a few away from 300. So if you're one of those that are watching without being subscribed, help a brother out. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. I want to know, what was Crotch Rocket? So I looked it up, and according to the website that I looked up, Crotch Rocket is going to be Grandiflora E85 crossed with Temptation. Now, I know that Temptation is another strain that Litfarms carries, so I'm not sure if Crotch Rocket is a Litfarms genetic strain or not. I do not know. And guys, just so you know, Litfarms is also a genetics company, and so multiple vendors across the hemp community use Litfarms genetics. So now we're going to check out what Crotch Rocket is all about. So like I said, it's going to be Grandiflora E85 crossed with Temptation. And so the terpenes that we're going to find are going to be the one that starts with a C, the one that starts with an M, and the limonene, okay? So they're saying that you're supposed to get like earthy, fruity, as well as maybe some diesel. And on the website for Litfarms, it says very loud. So let's go ahead and find out if it's loud, guys. Just so you know, this is 2018 Farm Bill compliant. It did come with a letter to law enforcement letting everybody know that this is hemp and not the M word. Can't smell anything through the bag, thankfully. In fact, the box itself actually had like a vanilla scent to it. Thought that was interesting, guys. So it does come in these really cool Mylar bags. I do think these are really neat bags. And I'm going to go ahead and rip it open, guys. And you're probably saying, be real, don't do that with your teeth. Well, I don't have my scissors handy. So we're going to do it with my teeth. Okay, guys, let's see if we can smell through the bag. Like, I like to do this with all of my bags. Do I have the seal ready yet? Not quite, do I? I might have to get the scissors on this one. I'll be right back. Let me grab the scissors so we can do a perfect cut on that. All right, sorry about that, guys. Thank you for joining me on my live reaction. We are currently checking out Litfarms Essential Ounce. I got this Crotch Rocket in the mail, and it did not take 8 days this time. It actually came pretty quick. So shout out to Litfarms. And I did use a coupon code. I don't have my own coupon code, and I encourage you to use whatever influencer code you want to use. The codes that I like to use are Cannabis and Coffee, as well as Space City. So it says hold clear tap to open. Oh, how cool is that, guys? So that literally just rips it open. That's so neat, guys. Now, let's see. Did I do this right? I don't know. Let's check this out. Is it one of those funky bags that are hard to open? It's probably got a terp sealer, which is really cool if it does. They're just really hard to open. Woo! All right, guys, so I got it open, and right away, that's funky. That is funky, guys. Right away, I did get those earthy notes. Like extremely earthy with like a sweet, sour, pungent. It's almost a hay note though, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe a little bit of floral. But it's riding on hay, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if we can get you a good bag shot, and then we are gonna take a close-up, guys. We're gonna do this the right way. All right, so yeah, these are huge nugs, guys. What are we looking at though? Wow. That, it's very, very earthy. I am getting some sweet, fruity notes, but it's like a sweet sour. Take a look at that, guys. And I'm gonna give you a close-up so you can get a better look at that, but these are giant, big nugs. These are not smalls by any means, guys. Well, I appreciate that, Andrew. Well, Andrew, the reason why I have a hard time is I had a stroke, thank you. So I am partially paralyzed in my right hand. But I'll tell you what, you tried doing that with one hand, buddy. And I'll tell you what, you are currently not allowed in this chat. So anyways, we'll keep this moving. All these haters, right? What's up, Innocent George? Yeah, it's not the greatest. It's not very impressive in the smell. It's very earthy, very sour. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. Let's get this. You get haters, man. It is what it is, though, right? In fact, let's go ahead. Put user in timeout. There we go. I think I know who that is. It's another influencer that's trying to hate on me because, He doesn't like that other people are growing as well. So what you see right here, guys, is the dark greens and the earthy notes. You got the orange hairs. It's very earthy. It smells like it looks, kind of. You see these very earthy notes. Yeah, I mean, for 40 bucks, it looks decent. And guys, I'm not opposed to it. Look how good that looks up close, guys. It doesn't look that bad. The smell is not my favorite, but I'm going to give it a shot. Because really what counts is how it tastes and what the effects are. And I'll tell you, if it's halfway decent, then you got another winner, guys. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come around and we're going to look at this up close and personal. All right. So these are really big nugs. These are very, very big nugs, in fact. So you're getting those full-size buds for less than the price of the smalls of some company. But are we going to get what we pay for? And that's really the question that we need to answer, right, guys? So thank you so much for joining me on this live. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm going to take one of these smaller buds to break apart because they're all big, honestly. This is, even the smaller nugs, as you see, are pretty decent. Yeah, you can see some good crystals on it, can't you? So let's go ahead and do the squish. It's very sticky, very, very sticky. And we're going to do the break open and see what it looks like on the inside. Let's see. Yep, so it's just more on the inside. Very crystalled out though, guys. Very sticky. All right. All right, so not bad. I think maybe, guys, I think maybe with more of a cure, like sitting in a jar, I think maybe the smell might improve. And we're about to see how this tastes and how it smokes, guys, because that's, like I said, that's really, really what matters, guys. So let me go ahead and put you guys back in the stand, and we will come back to the reaction. And thank you so much for joining me in the middle of this day. All right. All right, so right now we got 8 people in the chat right now. If you can, go ahead and hit the like button. That's really going to help this video get seen as well. And I really appreciate you guys supporting and hanging out with me today as we talk about this essential ounce from Litfarms. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grind up some, and we're going to go ahead and put it in a cone and talk about it, all right? And so let's go ahead and catch up on all of these comments. And I'm sorry about the person that was being rude earlier. Like I said, I have an idea who it is. He makes multiple accounts. He's just a troll and probably another influencer. So Potion Guy wanted to start by saying howdy, howdy. He's not tried Litfarms, but he hears about them all the time in the community. Obviously, guys, you know that Litfarms is a very popular genetics company. So I guys talked about how it smelled, And Acres says that it's not bad for 40 bucks, right? So, and the final stage just ordered some preferred of this Crotch Rocket. So I'm telling you, man, if this one's half decent, then you know the preferred's going to be good. And it's breaking up pretty decently on the grinder. Yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot more smell as I grind it up. It's pretty much staying the same. Not extremely sweet or floral, mainly earthy. Some sweet notes, but it's mainly earthy. Lemon cherry sherbet. Nice. Well, let me know how it is. You know, they do have some good strains, and I have bought many strains that were Litfarms genetics. I recently did a review on the WAP from the Southern Maryland experience. That's Litfarms genetics. I recently did a glitter bomb reaction. If you guys caught that one, that also is Litfarms genetics. Honestly, the list goes on and on. I believe the blue slushy pancakes also is Litfarms genetics. So if you've seen me do some reviews, the chances of a lot of them being Litfarms. Black tie uses Litfarms a lot. And like I said, I'm not against Litfarms. I just didn't like how they were handling their business practices. And, you know, some people are shills for Litfarms in the same way that some people are shills for JK Distro. You know what I mean? So it's just, it comes with it because, you know, it's an easy sell and some people make their living off of commissions. And that's okay too. I don't have a problem with you doing that. As long as you're being honest in your reviews, I don't care. As long as it's a good company, I don't mind. So if Litfarms can redeem themselves, then I will encourage you guys to buy from them. And if you're already buying from them, then good, because you know they have some really good prices. And if you're happy with them, then buy from them. You know, get what you like. I'm just a guy giving my opinion. My opinion may not be the same as yours. So if you don't like my opinion, that's okay, but, you know, my opinion may be valid. So just keep that in consideration. So, but anyways, guys, while I'm packing this cone, I wanted to talk to you guys in case you haven't. Make sure you got your notifications on. Make sure you're subscribed. Most of you guys probably are if you're catching this live. But make sure they are, because I did just recently post a couple of videos, and I did post the finale to part 3 to the Texas Hemp Cup. So if you've been waiting for me to post the Texas Hemp Cup finale, then go check it out. It is on my channel right this minute. You know, and the third part is the one that does the Texas Hemp Cup. The first 2 parts are the days leading up to the Texas Hemp Cup. And so if you're really just interested in the Texas Hemp Cup, maybe check out part 2 and 3. Because part 2 does the Turp Ball, the night before is the Turp Ball, and day 3 is the Hemp Cup. So day 1 is going to be part 1, and that's going to be me traveling to Texas. And then part 2 is going to be day 2 at the Turf Ball and seeing Austin, including Joe Rogan's club in Austin. And then day 3, of course, is the Hemp Cup. So if you really just want to see the Hemp Cup, go for part 3. I just posted that yesterday. And let me know what you guys think. I really enjoy doing the vlogs just as much as I enjoy doing the reviews. It's a little bit more work to do the vlogs, and that's why I broke it up into 3 parts. And that's why it took almost 2 months to completely edit and post it. And by the way, guys, after today, I'm also going to be posting and uploading a couple more reviews. The next edited upload is going to be Purple Punch by oldschoolhemp.com. Code BeReal is now active. You can save 5% with my code, and he's got a holiday code for 10%. You can stack them. So make sure you take advantage of that through the holidays. That's 15% off. Can't beat that. And then, you know, I'm going to be doing some more Shop Hello Mary stuff as well. I've been testing out all the flour from Shop Hello Mary, and I'm liking one of them in particular. I can't wait to tell you about it. All right, guys, we got it packed up. We're going to smoke this and talk about it. Let me go ahead and catch up on the comments. So, Potion Guy says that a good bit of people say that Litfarms has a good interpretation of Blue Dream. And I'll tell you what, guys, back around, what was it, like 2010, 2011, 2012, Blue Dream, man, that was like my strain, bro. And like, I'm not a big like heavy sativa guy. Back then, I was super sensitive to it. I got anxiety back then. But I would fight through the anxiety because I loved the high from the Blue Dream and the taste so much. So I would just fight through the anxiety. Isn't that crazy? All right, guys. Cheers, guys. And I got to go get an ashtray real quick. Hey, that's not bad. Honestly, I skipped the bowl. Okay, it's not bad. So what am I tasting though, right? It's got that sweet earthiness to it, but it's got a little bit of tanginess, like a sour, sweet sour to it. And it does have a little bit of a diesel. Okay, that's not bad. Am I super impressed with it? No. Like, the flavor's not like jumping out at me or anything, but I mean, 40 bucks. I think it was like 45 or 46 with the shipping and everything. I used one of this influencer codes. I think I used code Space City. I got like $2 off. But I would encourage you to use code Space City or Cannabis and Coffee. Those are the 2 ones I would use for Litfarms. But if you have another one you want to use, go for it. That's just the ones I use. So there is a resin ring. It's starting to starting to build. You know what? It kind of reminds me of a less tasty presidential OG from Shop Hello Mary. Like, it's not bad, but it's not as tasty. Of course, it's also like half the price, right? So. I mean, it's worth 40 bucks. Let me go get an ashtray. Yeah. So guys, let's talk about it a little bit more. It's definitely very earthy. It's got some sweet sourness to it. It's not extremely pungent. The flavor's not like bouncing out at me. I'm not super excited about it, but it's got some decent notes to it. It's not bad at all. It's not bad. Like if you're looking for a cheap smoke, then I'm not going to tell you not to get it. It's not that bad. Now let me talk about the effects, because that's the most important thing when it comes to this, I think. For me, effects is number one. Number two is going to be flavor. So I'm halfway in and I'm starting to feel it, and it's a heavy feeling. This has effects. Okay, and I'm getting like some peppery exhales. Yeah, and it's not like super peppery, but I am getting that. It's like a peppery diesel exhale. Let's go ahead and check the comments. Yeah, guys. So like I said, I'm not a hater, and I like to give people a second chance in life, and I'm willing to give companies a second chance if they're willing to prove themselves. And I let a lot of other people take that chance first before I took the plunge. So I've been hearing some good things about Litfarms lately. And so after they finally dropped that $39.99 ounce, I went ahead and took the chance, and it's not bad. I think Litfarms is starting to redeem themselves. Now, if you're having a bad experience, let us know. But if you've had a good experience, let us know. My reviews are about honesty and being fair. I'm not going to be biased. Or at least I'm going to attempt not to be. So Potion Guy says that he wishes they would not have changed the website layout. And what do you not like about it, or what would you like for them to do differently? I feel like they're always constantly changing that. And by the way, the terpenes in this is supposedly, like I said, the myrcene. I don't know how to pronounce it. There's one that starts with a C, and I believe that's the one that's supposed to be giving some peppery notes. But it's supposed to be very relaxing and good for pain relieving. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not giving doctor or medical advice of any sort. I'm just reading off of what the website said about these terpenes. So you got the one that starts with the M, the one that starts with the C, and then you got the limonene. So I know what the limonene one's about. I think that's where just the slightest bit of limonene is in there, just to make sure that it tastes decent. Like, it's almost like a sour citrus, but not like a jealousy. You know what I'm saying? It's more earthy. Not like a jealousy runts or anything like that. It's like a earthy, sour diesel with just the slightest limonene. Yeah, not bad. Well, guys, I do have to get going. I have to get back to work. And I really appreciate that you guys hung out with me on this live reaction to Essential Litfarms Crotch Rocket. And it's not bad. For 40 bucks, it's definitely not bad. I've seen a lot worse. So if you're looking for a bang for the buck, this Litfarms Essential just might be it. Use code Cannabis and Coffee or Space City or your favorite influencer code. I do not currently have a code for it, but I'll review stuff even if I don't. I'm just here to give you guys what's the best deal and the best quality that's out there. So, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I want to ask you, would you cough this or would you fast? Leave a comment, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.